Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I apologize for my fake room. I didn't take these photos. I don't drink out of this tea. I don't own these flowers. This isn't my bed. This is my chair. The chair is real. The chair is real. But this is what I'm working with for now until I get some sort of cute setup going on. Today I am going to do the plus size tag so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, let to know sort of my thoughts on the 10 little tag topics that are in this tag. I got this from Erica Esther and Ange, who I'm going to link down below. I love their answers. I really like getting their perspective on plus size, and I really like this tag. So let's get started. What do you consider yourself? And the options are like plus size, fat, curvy. I consider myself beautiful. But if you really must know, because I know the whole purpose is to pick one, I would go with plus size. I like to think I'm curvy, but I know for the most part I'm actually more lumpy than curvy, which is fine. I love my lady lumps in the back and in the front, Fergie. But yeah, plus size. There's nothing wrong with that. There are sizes, and I am in addition to those. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being plus size. But I mean, if there's no reason to like address me as plus size, like, hi, I'm Jim, hi, I'm plus size. Chelsea's good. You can call me Chelsea. You can call me pretty, cute, lovely, gorgeous. But yeah, plus size in terms of how this whole shape is assembled. Yeah, plus size works. Question duh. Where do you get style inspiration from? So this is like a loaded question for me. I just moved to Texas about a year ago, and this from Canada. There, I would preface that from Canada. Canada has a lot fewer options for plus size that fit my age group. Like we have Additionnel, sorry, I'm French Canadian. Penningtons, there was like Old Navy and Forever 21, but the Penningtons and Additionnel stuff that we had up there was like really geared towards an older woman, like 50s plus. It was, I don't know how to describe it, but if you looked at the clothes, you're like, that's not young. Like, you can still be plus size and be 22 and wear cute, trendy clothes. God bless you, Torrid. And not have to wear like a sequins and like super weird pants with pleats. Like, you could own jeans. It's cool. Melissa McCarthy, thank you for stepping in and putting some oomph back into the style in Canada. So my style back in Canada from age 14 to 23 was like, sadly, whatever fit. If it fit, that was my style. Like, if it fit, I was wearing it. And that's pretty much all I had to roll with, which sucked. But since moving here, like, I have cheaper access to like Boohoo and ASOS. Torrid is down the street. Lovesick I am trying for the first time today, so that should be exciting. But that's totally just naming stores. Like, where I get my inspiration from now, basically from like two YouTubers, because they shop at all the stores I shop at, and I'm right in between their two bodies. So they do hauls all the time. It's Learning to Be Fearless and Sarah Ray Vargas, or Alex, not Learning to Be Fearless. I basically buy like what they try on. If it looks good on them, I will go try it for myself. I feel like they have a really good eye for style, whereas I'm totally still learning since, at 24 now I finally get to develop my style. But the clothes they pick, I usually shop from those areas because they just grab like the cutest stuff I wouldn't think of trying. So like their haul videos and their try-ons, I'm like, damn, shit, I want that beautiful, stunning girl. I want all that. You look fire. Damn, fierce, give me that. And I shop based off their outfits. It's weird, but they're my runway models, but they're just running around their house, which is super fly, and I love it. So that is where I get my inspiration from, those two lovely ladies. Question 3. What is your favorite feature about yourself? That's like a tough one because I kind of like my eyeballs, but I sometimes hate them because what frames my lovely eyeballs is my bastardized eyebrows. Where like, you see this bad boy, he's all the way up here, and this guy low-key just doesn't want to be up there. Like, how awesome would my face be if we just did Damn, son. No, it's down here. Which is okay. I always look like I'm really suspecting you of something naughty, kind of like a detective. So I'm gonna go with eyes and legs. I'm gonna go with legs because I'm 6 foot, so a lot of my weight is in these giant stem tree trunks that I've got going on. I like my legs. They've got cellulite. I've got like cankles. I've got like that yummy little smush on the inside of my knees. I love them. I love these bad boys. They get me anywhere. They get me where I need to go, and they get me there looking cute as shit. They look good in jeans, except all jeans I have to buy are tall, which still look like floods. But yeah, I like my legs. They do me some favors, and I like how they look in pants. So I will insert some sort of photograph here with my legs. Oh no, my hand's getting cut off because you can tell I'm using a green screen. Over there. Okay. Question number 4. Ooh, I like this question. Do you think retailers should drop the plus? No, don't do that. Don't drop the plus. If they drop the plus, I don't know where I can shop, which I hate. I like when this store is like plus size. I'm like, great, I can buy clothes here, which is, again, easier in the States, a little bit harder in Canada. I also like when a store has a plus size section. So I'm not like trying to rifle through clothes next to like a standard size person, and I can feel their eyes of like, this isn't gonna fit you, and I'm like, yeah, it will. I have the same shirt as you. I like having my own section. I go there, I'm in a zen mode. I'm usually like by myself because plus size section is not just like hopping and crazy busy. I like to just do me, rifle through everything. Girl, you do you in your standard size. I'm gonna do me over here, and just keep the plus. There's nothing wrong with being plus size, and if you take out the plus, that's telling people that we're like ashamed of it. I'll label myself. It's okay. You label me, I label me. I know where my clothes are. Let's not complicate things. Question number 5. This is similar to what I just said. Do you think there is anything wrong with the word fat? If you make it bad. If you make the word fat bad, it's a bad word. If you go up to someone and say, you're fat, well, first of all, you're an asshole. And second of all, you just made like just a blanket word a bad word. You're trying to make that person feel bad about being fat. But like, I'm fat. I'm fat. I got a big old belly. I got like fat under my arms and everything. I'm fat. That is just as plain as saying the wall behind me is white and I have brown hair and my eyes are blue. I am fat. That's all it needs to be. Just a descriptive word of what I am and what this is and what's going on down here. It's fat. So you don't need to point it out to me. I don't walk up to people and say, your hair's blue. Why? You don't. They know. I know I'm fat. You don't have to remind me that I'm fat. My doctor doesn't need to remind me that I'm fat, but he does because he's so thoughtful. Thank you. I'm not going to say your name in case, you're watching, which you're not. Fat. I have nothing wrong with the word fat unless you make me want to hate you and you come up and say, you're a fatty little tubby. And I'm like, well, that's true. But I mean, and you're not. And let's move on with our day, shall we? Fat is fine. Question number 6, which I kind of already answered. What are your favorite plus size stores / brands? I love Torrid, but please be less expensive. Please. But, big but, apple bottom but. I'm going to Lovesick today for the first time, and I heard that it's a little bit less expensive, which would be great, because Torrid, I see something I like, I'm like, oh great, it's $50, where some people who are like standard sizes could walk into like a Forever 21, spend $50, get like 8 things. You know how often I leave a store with $50 and 8 things? No, it doesn't happen. I would love to spend $50 and get 8 things. Or 4 things, Torrid, or 4. I usually get 1 shirt or 1 dress if it's on sale. I'm probably going to like Lovesick because I just went on their website. And I like Boohoo because Boohoo is a little bit more my price range. Thank you. Boohoo and ASOS, more my price range. And very hit or miss store. They get a lot of hate, including from yours truly. I like Forever 21. Hear me out. It's super cheap, so my expectations go from here to like under my desk. if I'm buying a shirt at Forever 21 for $8, I don't have high expectations. So I'm never disappointed. I did a try-on video, which I will link somewhere if I could figure out how to do that. Maybe here. Click it. And I tried on like maybe 15 things and like 5 of them fit nice. Whereas if I go to Torrid, I try 15 things. I usually like 14. So, but I can't afford to buy all of them because I just can't. You can't expect that from me. So I really like Forever 21. It's super cheap. It's like I've got like Forever 21, mad cheap, and then Boohoo, and then Torrid's like over here. So Boohoo's like happy in the middle. Forever 21 is like bottom of the barrel. But I always find something I like, and I leave there with like 2 things for $20, and I'm a happy camper. So those are it. Torrid, maybe pending Lovesick, Boohoo ASOS, and Forever 21. Question number 7. Oh, I like this question. What does body positivity mean to you? First thing I'm going to say about body positivity, it should not be, it is definitely geared more towards plus size people, but it should literally be just for any size because everybody has a body. Every body is beautiful, and that should apply to everybody. I feel like plus size people maybe need to be told it a little more because it's been like bashed into our heads for years that we're not supposed to like this beautiful vessel that we exist in. But body positivity to me is just like love the skin you're in, love the lump that you're living in, like love all of it. Doesn't matter what you look like, just be positive and like just radiate like you've got like the best highlighter in the whole world on your whole body, and you love it every minute that you're in it. And like once you start doing that, your life gets so much easier. Speaking from experience, I spent like my whole teenage years just hating all of this wonderful little wetsuit that I'm in. And it makes life a lot harder. And recently, maybe in the past year, I just decided I love myself now. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to love myself and see what that does. And it made me like less scared to go out with people. It was easier to interact with people when I got it out of my head that people weren't always judging me. So just body positivity to me is literally everybody, no matter what size, color, shape, background, just love it, and it will love you, and everyone will love you for it. And that's all I have to say about that. What is your message to other plus-sized people? This will also come from experience. Don't let your weight ruin your life. And I mean that in the way, don't let it hold you back from any experiences. I stopped going out with friends to like a beach or a water park or a pool. If we were going to any of those places, I'm like, I'm not in. And I stopped living for, like maybe like 7 years of, if it was a place where I had to wear a bikini or a bathing suit, if I had to wear shorts, if it was the summer, if it involved moving faster than a brisk walk, so any sort of like sports outing, if it meant we had to like be in a group of people that was more than 5, I was like, I'm out, I'm not in. And I let my weight control my life. Well, I let me, I guess, ruin my life for the longest time because I just shut myself down thinking I hate this body so much that I don't want other people to see it. And I also wouldn't go to stuff where we were like sitting because then that's when your rolls compress and you go from maybe looking kind of slim to a bunch of stacked donuts, and I wasn't about that life. So I stopped doing anything. I didn't have relationships. I lost friends just because I didn't want to see people, because I didn't want people's pity or mockery. So, like, what can I say to other plus size people? Don't do that. Listen to your old pal Chelsea. The second you love your body, question 7, body positivity, you can live your life and stop being afraid of everybody around you thinking the things that you think, when 9 times out of 10, no one is as hard on your body as you are. And no one hates your body. Some people are like, you're fat. I'm not about it. Well, fuck those people, first of all. But it's not everybody. More often than not, people don't care and they just want to be around you. So just be you. Don't be what you think people see. Just be you and live your life to the fullest, regardless of your shape and your size. Own it. Go out. Have fun. Live. Question 9. What do you wish thinner people knew about plus size people? I'm going to change this question to what do I want to say to thinner people when they're looking or thinking or talking about plus size people. Don't feel bad for us. Don't look at a plus size person, whether their plus size is one size bigger than you or they are at the other end of the spectrum and they are just like super big or a little bit overweight or morbidly obese. Don't feel bad for us. We don't need your pity. It's not necessary. Don't feel sorry for me because I'm bigger than you. Don't assume that I'm extremely unhealthy. Don't assume that I have an eating addiction or an eating disorder. Don't assume I'm depressed. Just don't make any assumptions about me that you wouldn't want someone to make about you. We're people just like you. We are just a little bit bigger than you. We are like a cheeseburger, but we have a little extra cheese. And that's the only difference between you and me. I got a little more cheese, you have a little less cheese. And that's where I draw the line. Just don't feel bad for people. Don't look at them like you feel bad for them. Oh, and another thing. If we're at a restaurant together and I order a salad, don't ask me if I'm on a diet. Maybe I just wanted a salad today. And if I order a cheeseburger, don't be like, hey, I hear they have salad. There's no reason for you to like project on plus size people. Don't be my nutritionist. Don't try and be my hype man. You can tell me I look good, but don't be like, oh, you look skinny today. I don't need to look skinny. I could look super hot and still be fat. I could look fat today. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just don't feel like we need you to build us up. You want to be nice, that's great, but you don't feel bad for us. We're good. We're building ourselves up. We don't need people to feel bad for us. There's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with our heads. We're good. Question 10. What is your message to the plus size fashion industry? Can you be less expensive? Just like a bit? Like, can you be like a little bit less expensive? And can you give some advice to the people who think they're doing plus size, but they're just doing oversized? Because it's not helping anybody. If I go buy a dress that was made for a size 2 and they just jack it up to like a size 22, that doesn't mean it's gonna fit me. Like, I can get in it, but it doesn't look good. You haven't made it for a plus size body. Our bodies do differ slightly. We don't just sort of get like stretched out and now like a 22 is the same as a 2, just a bit wider. Like there's bigger bums and there's bigger boobs and there's bigger arms and there's bigger thighs and like bigger bellies, and you really need to sort of adjust to those sizes and not just throw a bit more material at it. Like, make things that will look good in. Make things for the different kinds of plus size bodies. The girls with big boobs, no boobs, big bums, no bums, huge legs, small legs, big bellies. Like, adjust to that and accommodate those different sizes. In the same way that you have like standard sizes and petites, it would be good if there was different ranges of plus size, because I mean, we're not all the same either. Fat isn't all encompassing. Fat people don't all look the same. Thin people don't all look the same. Standard sizes don't all look the same. Like, there's a medium could be 5 different body types or 10 different body types. It's the same with plus size. So don't just paint us into a box and be like, this will fit you because it's a bit bigger than the size 12 that we've got on the rack, but you're 22, so it'll fit. It doesn't fit. And make yourselves cheaper. That's all I have to say. Keep things trendy. It's way easier, again, in the States. I'm like beating a dead horse with a hammer. Keep it trendy so we never feel like we're falling behind just because our weight's like bigger or because we're bigger than other people. It never feels good to feel like you can't keep up with trends because you're too big for a trend, but I commend you for trying. plus size fashion industry. I commend you for your efforts because you guys are trying, and I'd say you're succeeding for the most part. Like I mean, this isn't like I'm not looking like a little fashionista today. I think this is Charlotte Russe. It was like $8. Charlotte Russe is great too. I should have mentioned that earlier. But that's my message to the plus size fashion industry. That was the plus size tag. I probably stumbled through it because I've never done one of these before, and I tend to ramble, so thank you for being here with me today. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. If there's another tag you'd like me to do, or a topic that you'd like me to cover, or a store you'd like me to go to, just hit me up in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and sub if you loved it. And I hope to catch you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.